Stay-at-home orders due to the coronavirus have led millions of Americans to avoid the office and do business online. But in Marana, sheltering in place is simply not an option for Daniel Pacheco.
We have to deal with the schedule that Mother Nature gives us. We plant our cotton in middle April, and so we're carrying on and doing what we have to do.
Pacheco runs the farm that has been in his family for 3 generations. He's planting cotton on more than 1,000 acres and growing about 750 acres of durum wheat.
Especially right now with watering wheat and planting cotton, I'm working 11 to 12-hour days a week, 7 days a week. Most people don't want to do that anymore.
Pacheco says social distancing isn't difficult. Literally, it's the way things are done out here anyway. But he's adamant about sticking to those standards to prevent his employees from getting sick.
Agriculture is very labor intensive. We have a hard time finding workers. Luckily, we have a good crew this year, and we're hoping to keep everybody healthy because we would be in real trouble. You can't just stick anybody on a tractor who doesn't know how to drive one or how to do the job that they need to do.
Keeping the virus at bay isn't Pacheco's only challenge in recent days. The havoc wreaked on the international economy also hits close to home. China, one of the most impacted nations, imports Pacheco's Marana-grown cotton. And his wheat? This crop usually goes east across the Atlantic Ocean.
The end user of our grain is Italy. Italy is one of the countries that was hit the hardest by this virus. We assume they're going to honor their contracts and continue to buy our grain, but, you know, anything can happen. We don't know what the markets are going to give us.
That uncertainty is one of the biggest challenges nationwide. George Frisvold is a professor of agriculture and resource economics at the University of Arizona.
Usually when you get some kind of shock, it's like a supply shock, like a drought or a flood or a frost that affects, you know, literally what gets produced. And then you have demand shocks, things like food safety concerns or scares or recessions that are negative demand shocks. What coronavirus did is it simultaneously created supply and demand shocks. So for example, like a lot of milk goes to schools and school lunch programs and institutions. And I don't know what's been going on so much in Arizona, but I know in other parts of the Midwest, dairy farms have actually been pouring milk into the ground. Things to be concerned about are things that we can see in other parts of the country. There's been meat slaughterhouse and packing plants in other parts of the country that have had to shut down because workers had contracted coronavirus.
Back on his land, Pacheco is moving forward with planting, even though today's cotton prices are less than half what they used to be a decade ago.
Last year, our prices were held down because of the trade wars between the U.S. and China. A lot of those trade agreements were made. The price outlook was starting to look better, and that was before this virus hit. Another monkey wrench into the whole market outlook.
In 2011, Pacheco says 1 pound of cotton fiber sold for about $1.20 a pound. This year, in the new coronavirus reality, it's down to about 53 cents per pound, even though it costs them about 58 cents to grow it. So why operate at a loss?
If we were to go off of today's prices, we probably wouldn't be doing it. We're hoping that manufacturing will get back up to speed and our markets will go back up, hopefully in October when we're harvesting. The saying goes, with farming, you have to be eternally optimistic.